Now, Soudal-QuickStep have got themselves organised here as well. And they've got Luke Lamperti, third of those three riders, with the number 45 on his back, the American. Inside the final 3 kilometres of this, stage 1, the second day of the Lidl Deutschland Tour, and it is going to be a sprint finish by the looks of it. And the names we have here, this should be really good. Luke Lamperti is the third of those Soudal-QuickStep riders. Pascal Enkhorn at the front of them, the Dutchman, keeping them neat and tidy near the front. It's a pretty straightforward run-in now. Yes, we do go round the eastern side of Herford, but there shouldn't be too many excuses for getting this one wrong. The road furniture is light and forgiving. It's a good run-in to the finish line in here in Herford. Marco Haller back on the front on the right-hand side for Tudor Pro Cycling. Who has he got on his wheel, though? I think it is Michael Zeilard. We should expect to see Michael Zeilard, the Dutchman, take part in this final sprint finish. Søren Vanskjold is still there too. This is going to be good. It is Total Energies, though, who lead into that final corner. They'll be looking for where Emilien Genier is. Bahrain Victorious, it'll be very interesting to see who on earth they're going for today, because they've got multiple options in here. Soudal-QuickStep trying to overlap with Bahrain Victorious and get back in order. Marco Haller is following different wheels and taking with him all the time Michael Zeilard. It is Zeilard sitting on Haller's wheel, so a two-man lead-out train there. On the right-hand side of the shot now comes Roger Kluge, bringing up John Rotman, I think. The other, yes, it is Rotman, the German rider, and on his wheel is Jonathan Milan, who appears to be freestyling. Jonathan Milan back there with none of his teammates around him. He's split from Consoni. Simone Consoni is in the middle of the shot. He would normally be leading out Jonathan Milan, but Milan is boxed in there alongside Lawrence Pithy, right in the middle of the shot. You can just see it. This is quite messy, actually, coming into the finale. That final intermediate sprint has not helped get things in order. Caden Groves is there. He's more than capable of handling himself at the front end as well. Lawrence Pithy has got himself into a good position in fourth as well. It is Emils Leerpins leading up the left-hand side. Here comes Matthew Brennan. Look for Matthew Brennan in the yellow aero helmet. He's moved up quite comfortably by himself, and I think he now has Michael Zeilard on his wheel. How on earth Michael Zeilard got there, I don't know. There are riders moving up and down all the time. Søren Vanskjold, the race leader, is quite a long way back at this stage. This is now inside the final kilometre. They go back under the railway line. And when they pop out the other side, goodness only knows who'll be in the lead. It's a lone attacker. It looks like the colours of Total Energies. This is Lorenzo Monzan. Lorenzo Monzan, the Frenchman, if I'm not mistaken, going clear. What a fantastic late attack from him. I was not expecting that, but he's going to be closed down. And Danny Van Poppel is ready to launch. Danny Van Poppel being led out by Jordi Meyers. Danny Van Poppel going, but Jonathan Milan has got to the front in time. Milan is leading. Jonathan Milan leading. Matthew Brennan alongside him. Who's going to get it on the dip? Between those two, Jonathan Milan looks like he's got it, but Matthew Brennan was right up alongside him. Danny Van Poppel there, I think, in third, but it will be between those two. Jonathan Milan, I think, may have just taken stage one in the Lidl Deutschland Tour, but I'm going to wait for the photo or the overhead shot. He gets, I think, a pat there from Matty Brennan, so I think Brennan thinks that Milan has got it. Milan, though, is he shaking his head? I'm not sure. Let's see it from on high. The trees might not help. So Milan was leading at this point. Van Poppel on the left. Brennan coming on the right. Let's hope for a gap in the trees, shall we? Brennan there looking like he... No, dear. Wow. I'm still not sure from that point. I think the Italian, Jonathan Milan, has got that. But if he has, it is only just. And it's definitely coming down to the dip. Let's wait to watch the body language of the riders. And that was interesting, because Jonathan Milan was definitely split from Consoni there. Let's watch from the front and see if that gives us a clearer indication. Søren Vanskjold was there in the blue jersey in the background. There's Jonathan Milan thrashing the bike around. Matthew Brennan was coming with good speed alongside him. We need to zoom out so we can see the line itself. No, that doesn't help either. Watch his face, though. Does that look like a victorious expression? Still not sure. I am still not sure. Let's watch it. I think he might be checking as well. He's being asked, I think. A little pat on the shoulder there. And we are assuming that Jonathan Milan has won the second day, stage one of the Lidl Deutschland Tour. and that's what I'm seeing confirmed online as well. But possibly some frustration about the run in there. He appeared to be completely separated from Simone Consoni. And there we have it confirmed for us. Winner, Jonathan Milan. I want to see the photo finish, though, on the line, because that was incredibly close between him and Matthew Brennan. Or at least I think it was. We just haven't quite seen it yet. Yeah, a conversation there between the team, Jonathan Milan and one of his teammates there. Let's have a look at this again. Hopefully this will give us a bit more of an indication. It was Eilard in the black in the middle who was going for that. Vanschgold starting his sprint way too late by the looks of it. It was Alexander Kristoff who led him out, but he's miles back really from where he needs to be there. Jonathan Milan leading at this stage. Matthew Brennan coming at him. Tell you what, I still wouldn't mind seeing the photo from the side, because from that angle it almost looked as if Matthew Brennan had pipped in front of Jonathan Milan. Of course, we should always bear in mind the curvature of the road and also the carrying of speed over the line itself. This shot I don't think will help, because we can't actually see the front. Remember, it's the front of the front wheel and where the line is as well. Certainly the results I'm seeing are that Jonathan Milan has won, Matthew Brennan second. He doesn't look overly victorious at the moment. And I'll await, of course, the podium presentation. I've just seen Alexander Kristoff riding back down the finishing straight past my commentary point. He did do the lead out for Søren Vanschgold, but it just appeared to come a little bit too late. We've confirmed it on the screen that Jonathan Milan is the winner, so who am I to doubt it?